Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to our Essential Care Call. I am Aisha Harley, and I am here with the amazing Dr. Josie, and we are excited to kick off December. I can't believe it's December. Can you, Josie? It's amazing already. Can you go ahead and advance our slides? So we are going to talk all about frankincense today. However, we want to just start off by sharing a few exciting announcements. We have a few more holiday items that have been released, the Yarrow Palm collection, as well as the herbal tea set. I put the order in for mine and I'm super excited to get them. These products are while supplies last, so don't delay. Order yours right away. These are awesome gifts, and we highly recommend both products. Go ahead and go to the next slide. So as all of you may know already, this is our favorite month because doTERRA is so generous and shares with us a free bottle of frankincense. And we're going to be talking about frankincense all month long. The product of the month is clove. So when you place your 125 PV order before the 15th of the month, you will get a free bottle of clove, and a huge bonus is they're giving us 20% off of Melissa. So we're going to talk a little bit more about why and what makes all these oils amazing on the next slide.
All right.
And Dr. Josie's going to share a little bit with us about Melissa.
Oh my gosh, I hoard most of these oils. I definitely hoard Melissa, and I am really excited to stock up this month. So look at that. It's never been on sale for 20% off like this before. So you can see those savings between $30 and $23 on each bottle. And look at that. You buy a Melissa, 2 Melissas, and you're pretty much going to get a free frankincense. So let me tell you a little bit about why I love Melissa. Melissa has been shown to be 98% effective against viruses. I just do a little stop there for like an exclamation point. That's huge, everyone. It disrupts the communication between the virus and the host cell. So we see these kind of the two things I really want you to take home and think about for why Melissa is so incredible is it is our #1 oil when we think about helping us against any type of viral thing. There's lots of really great studies on it with the type of virus that causes cold sores here on the, it begins with an H and it causes cold sores on the lips, either these lips or the lips down below. It's incredible for that. I have doctors who buy this specifically and sell it just for this reason. We also love Melissa because of its affinity for working with the brain and all of our mood. It's one of our #1 oils with helping us with low states of mood and depressive feelings. And together with frankincense, Melissa, and patchouli, these are the oils we really think of for a powerful blend for those kind of lower mood states. So anything else, Aisha? It takes a huge, this is lemon balm, and it takes a huge amount of lemon balm to make just a little bit of essential oil. This is why it's so expensive, but highly prized. So
I'll just add one little tip that I learned from Dr. Sue many years ago about Melissa, and that is you take a drop of Melissa and you put it on your thumb, and then you place it to the roof of your mouth and you hold it, and then you kind of walk away from yourself as you take your thumb out of your mouth, and that is a really great way to give yourself a whole energetic clearing and cleansing.
I love that. And I would say, actually, if you do Melissa and frankincense together, because I'm going to talk a little bit about why frankincense, we call it the king, but also the emperor, and how it helps facilitate all other oils. So those two together actually on the roof of the mouth is even more powerful. So clove is when you make your order and you're getting your free frankincense, and maybe you're getting your 20% off Melissa, you do it before the 15th and you have a loyalty rewards account, you're going to get a free clove. I want to tell you about clove. Clove is the highest known antioxidant ever. ever measured clove essential oil on the scale. The big scale that we use is called ORAC for measuring how good something is for being an antioxidant and helping our body clean up all its stuff. And clove is out there in the 10 million range, and other things like blueberries and raspberries and all those great reds and blues that we hear about that we should eat so much and are incredible antioxidants, they're like 2,000 and 3,000 versus one drop of clove is like 10 million on that scale. And I wanted to do the math, so I wanted to tell you, I'm going to give you an idea of, did you know that one drop of clove essential oil just rubbed on the bottoms of your feet or put in your mouth has the antioxidant equivalent of drinking 2 cups of freshly squeezed beet juice? When does that happen? A. Or eating 2 pounds of carrots in one sitting. When does that happen? Or having 2 pints of delicious blueberries, but like it's out of season, it's winter. So when you are applying On Guard and it has 5 ingredients and you're doing a couple drops in one hand to the bottom of the foot and a couple drops in the other, like I tell everyone and with their families in the daytime, you're getting that clove in you, but you can get full clove for free this month. Some other things we love about clove is it's really, really wonderful for oral health and for our mouth and our gums. And it's a great pain reliever. If you have any kind of dental stuff going on and you want a natural pain reliever, clove is your go-to. You have anything else, Aish?
I think you covered it.
Okay.
Oh, I'll add one little thing about clove. It's my secret tip, and that is it's really powerful, so you don't want to use very much. But if you get acne on your chin, sometimes I get cystic acne, I'll just put a tiny little drop on at night before I go to bed, and it really helps speed the healing time. But again, very, very small amount, and it will tingle a little bit, but it's very effective. So
yeah, can I say so? These powerful oils like clove and Melissa, these are ones that are really wonderful. We've had challenges in the past, right? Where it's very nice to kind of get into understanding in your body and feeling the work and energy of these oils. And so it's a really powerful thing to do 30 days of clove on the bottom of your feet, right? Or 30 days of Melissa on the roof of your mouth, and kind of the time and experiencing each of the essence of the different ones.
And it's a powerful thing to do this time of year, especially is the flu and different bacterias and viruses are at their strongest and circulating around. So this is a really great way to keep yourself protected. So on our Essential Wellness page, we are excited to be celebrating frankincense by offering daily tips, recipes, and all the love around frankincense. So every single day, there'll be a new post with a simple tip about frankincense, and this will continue to teach you all the ways to use it. And it's just a really great way to continue the education. So please look for those posts every day on the Essential Wellness page.
All right. I'm going to tell everyone a little story just around how incredibly special not only frankincense, but doTERRA, in particularly doTERRA's frankincense, and how doTERRA with co-impact sourcing is working in the world to help save our frankincense as we are able to use it as well. So doTERRA's frankincense is sourced from Somalia, Ethiopia, and Oman. So if you look on the map, it's these parts of the world. And through our co-impact sourcing initiative, so this is kind of how doTERRA sources and works in the world as we're interacting with communities and growers in different countries. doTERRA provides food and cash prepayments throughout the year so that frankincense harvesters can feed their families and relieve financial pressure. And I just want to say this statement has a lot behind it, because as over the years, as doTERRA has worked throughout the world in different kinds of countries and developing countries, one of the prevailing themes has become that the growers were not being paid on time or in a way where they could have their kids continue to go to school or to feed them. They'd be paid maybe once or twice a year when the crops came in. And this led to the crops not being grown or harvested in the best ways for the actual medicinal value of something like frankincense or vetiver, but also for the land. And so one of the huge things that the co-impact sourcing and doTERRA is doing is listening to the communities and paying them in on-time prepayments, so that not only can they caretake their families, they can caretake the land, and they can bring to us the highest value medicinal essential oil. So frankincense is derived from the resin of the boswellia tree. So here's a couple beautiful pictures where you see an actual harvesting happening with the chisel there against the tree. And then also these trees grow out of, there's like hardly any soil. I don't even know, it's like basically almost rocks. And these boswellia trees produce a few pounds of resin each year. And if properly cared for, the trees will produce resin for hundreds of years. And these trees are handed down through families. These are hundreds and hundreds of years old. The harvesters and the families and these traditions, and they know how to care for the trees, but they need partners who are caring for them and caring for this tradition, so that they can ethically continue to source the resin in a way, and so they have to give the trees rest, and then they go back, but they have to also know that they're going to have these payments consistently, even when the trees are resting. And doTERRA is doing an initiative where they are paying for these families and these harvesters to not harvest trees for years and years, so that they can globally within the communities have ethical sourcing, and the frankincense trees stay strong and the communities stay strong. So this is incredible, and this is called co-impact sourcing. We just wanted to let you know a little bit more behind how we're getting these oils and what doTERRA is doing to help support the entire chain, us with the medicine, the planet, and these wonderful families who for generations have been growing and caring for the trees. So frankincense itself, oh my goodness. I'm going to read to you a fun little fact here. Frankincense essential oil has been used since ancient times. Babylonians and Assyrians commonly burned frankincense in religious ceremonies. The ancient Egyptians used frankincense resin for everything from perfume to salves to help soothe skin. As we know the stories with frankincense and myrrh being brought by kings to the baby Jesus, this was something that was lauded through the times as in its weight being worth more than gold. And why is this so? Frankincense has been called the king of oils. In Chinese medicine, we look to it as the emperor. It's an emperor in formulas, and that's when you combine things. It means that in the formula, it's driving all the other oils that you're putting together. It's telling them where to go in the cells and energetically. I'm going to switch now to, it's good for everything. I have to just say that, right? I mean, we say when in doubt, frankincense. Frankincense from the skin to internally. And I'm going to tell you a couple of my favorite tips, and I think Aisha's going to share with you as well. So here are my tips about why I cannot do without frankincense. I stock up and hoard it and buy lots this month. I'm telling you, I buy many 200 PV orders to stock up. It is the premier brain food. Every day I do 2 drops under my tongue, sometimes in the morning, always in the morning, sometimes at night, sometimes twice a day, and also the back of my neck. Why am I doing this? Frankincense is known to help increase and oxygenate our brain up to 30% more when we're using it. So like with Melissa, a wonderful thing to do is to put it on your thumb and to the roof of your mouth. I do in the morning 2 drops under my tongue, and at the same time I put a little bit on my fingertips and rub it in back here at the back of my neck, because this is the blood supply that's going to my brain. I think of it as food. This is high in something called alpha and beta pinene. These constituents inside frankincense, they're so wonderful to look up if you like science or geeky stuff, and you start looking up studies all over. Alpha and beta pinenes are all about decreasing inflammation, not only all in our body, but also in our brain, big time in our brain. There's wonderful studies about how it decreases this inflammation mediator called NF-kappa beta. That thing is linked to so many problems and disorders in our brain. And so when you are able to decrease NF-kappa beta, a lot of brain inflammation and foggy head stuff goes down. This is why I use it, definitely for any type of woman in menopause, premenopause, postmenopause. This is one of your best friends, just saying, or just any person over 40 whose brain is aging a little bit daily. So I wanted to also share this is my absolute favorite diffuser blend, like of all blends, by Dr. Sue Lawton, love her. And it's for clarity of mind. 4 drops frankincense, 3 drops Roman chamomile, and 3 drops of wild orange in your diffuser. It's amazing. Anytime, try this blend. So all the time you're gonna want to use that. And then I couldn't go without my tips talking about the trifecta: frankincense, copaiba, and Siberian fir. We have a wonderful webinar on essential wellness. We'll share it in the link below, where we go over this with my favorite friend, doctors, Dr. Mika Crew and Will Wan. And this is where we talk about frankincense as the emperor. And you want it in every formula, every blend. I mean, I don't think there's a blend that I make that I don't add frankincense and have it as the first one in the blend. I add it to every skin thing I do. I have it on my face every day. We have a slide, but the whole trifecta of frankincense, copaiba, and Siberian fir is all about pain and inflammation. And so this is something where we combine those 3 together, and I use this always. I layer it before I put on my deep blue. So I put on the trifecta, and then I'll do deep blue oil, or I'll do deep blue rub. Sometimes I love Aroma Touch blend, and so then I'll do Aroma Touch blend on top. That's how I handle and work with all of my aches, pains, body inflammations, things in your joints, anything like that. It is indispensable.
Frankincense every day. I'll just add that along with the trifecta, I have added pink pepper to my trifecta. And so that's been a really nice addition. And the pink pepper gives you an extra boost of antioxidants and is highly antiviral. So it's just a wonderful addition.
It works a different pain pathway in the body, Aisha, than what you were seeing with copaiba and frankincense. And so it's adding an additional pain pathway. It's similar to how aspirin and those kind of things work. It's working that pain pathway. So it's very anti-inflammatory, anti-pain.
Right, which has been very helpful for me. Yes. Yeah. Awesome. Love these tips.
So here's Taming the Tiger. We had a protocol. You can watch deeper into this on our Essential Wellness website and look up the Taming the Tiger webinar. But we basically are suggesting frankincense, copaiba, and Siberian fir under the tongue, working with the metabolic blend, which is otherwise known as Slim and Sassy, or in some other countries, Smart and Sassy, which is a really good name. And then lavender on the bottoms of your feet. Try this protocol. It's really incredible. Okay. And yeah, I think we just wanted to say, if there's anything we didn't say, did you want to?
Yes. So ultimately, when in doubt, frankincense is your go-to. And we didn't want to just generalize it and say, just use it for everything, but really, truly, you can use it for everything. So use it aromatically, use it topically, use it internally. It's going to help promote your healthy cells. So think of it as your preventative medicine for all of those things that we don't want. It's going to strengthen your immunity. It's going to support your respiratory system, your digestive system, your nervous system, your liver function. As Dr. Josie had mentioned, it's a great addition for your skincare, and it also offers emotional support. Dr. Josie, we do have just a couple questions, and I think we have time to answer them. One question is it okay to rub On Guard on the bottoms of the feet if you're pregnant. Would you say yes to that?
I would say yes to that.
Yep, that's a great way to support your immune system. And then the other question is how many drops of each if you want to make, are you, Rebecca, asking about the blend of the trifecta into a 10 ml roller bottle?
Oh, the trifecta. You know, different people like different strengths. And so when we say the trifecta, we pretty much, it's equal amounts of each of the oils. And then I would say you could go anywhere from 10 drops of each up to, depending on how you like blends and how diluted versus the strong, you could also, go up to 30 drops of each. So somewhere between 10 to 30 drops.
Awesome. I will also post Dr. Josie's recommendations on the thread after the call, along with the link for the webinar we talked about. Okay, moving on to the next slide. So just to review, especially if you are new, how do you get your free frankincense in December? There's 3 different ways. So first of all, you can go into your back office, is what we call where you go do your orders, and you'll have this back office if you have a wholesale account, and you can do a one-time standard order. This is not the way we recommend getting it, but this is an option. The best way to get your frankincense is to order it on your loyalty rewards order. So you just want to make sure that your PV amount is at 200, and you'll see the frankincense pop into your cart. It will just pop in automatically. You will also get shipping points back, which is really great. And then you will also get your 10 to 30% back in points. So that goes towards more free oils. And the very best way to get your frankincense is to do your loyalty reward order before the 15th, because you're going to get the things that I previously mentioned, plus you are going to get that free oil of the month, which is the clove, plus you're going to get a special doTERRA ornament. If you are not already a wholesale account member, then please reach out to the person that has introduced you to doTERRA, and they can help get you set up. This is definitely the month to get your own wholesale account. It really is the best way to get your products. It's going to get you the most perks. And if you already have a wholesale account and you've not set up your loyalty reward program, we highly recommend doing that. That's really going to give you the very, very most value out of your doTERRA membership. Okay, next slide.
Great. Can I say something quick? Is that some of us really do want to stock up. And so what we do is we buy multiple separate loyalty reward orders. So don't order 350 or 400 PV in one order this month. What you want to do is you want to order 2 separate 200 PV orders. And what you do is you just do your order at the 200, you pull it, and then you go in and you set another order or another template, you pull it, and after you do that, you just go back in and you can delete that one that you added. So ask the person if that's complicated to you, right? But it's a way that you can get multiple free frankincenses.
Thank you for explaining that, Dr. Josie. And also, as Josie said, it's super simple. When you set up that second template, it will ask you to choose a date in January. Just choose a date, it doesn't matter. Fill out the template, and then you just hit process now. And then, as Josie said, that second template, you can go right back into it after the order is done, and then delete the order if you only want to have one standing order. And again, you can reach out to customer support if that's not making sense to you or the person that enrolled you. But yes, I like to stock up on my frankincense for the entire year. It's definitely worth it for sure. And frankincense also makes a wonderful gift. And we want to bring all your attention to our Essential Wellness giveaway, because as a member of our Essential Wellness community, when you place your 200 PV order, if you place a screenshot and write that you got your free frankincense on the thread below, you will enter to win the Adaptive Collection. And so you can enter that as many times as you buy a frankincense. So if you buy it 4 times, that will give you 4 tickets to enter. And this can be found under the announcements at the top of the page. So if you don't see it, just go to the left of your screen on Facebook where it says announcements and click on that, and you can see it in the post. So we will pick the winner on the 16th. So you need to process your order before the 15th, and we will post the winner on the 16th, and then we will send you out your adaptive kit. Next slide. And we are so excited. We apologize if you're not in Portland, but for all of you that are in Portland, this is our 8th annual Essential Wellness Holiday Bazaar. We have around 40 vendors that are coming out with their crafts. We have healers. We have some amazing refreshments created by Dr. Louise Rose. This is a great place to do your holiday shopping and to support our local community. This has been a huge hit every year, and it is from 6 to 9 at the Eco Trust down in Northwest Portland, where we have our monthly event. So please stop by, say hello, and bring your shopping bag, because there's always a lot of really awesome treats to buy your family and loved ones.
Okay. Yeah, go.
Nope, this is for you.
Okay, so these are just a couple announcements. So this is for our whole wide team. This is for everyone internationally, everywhere, to save the date. Everyone, we're doing our Essential Wellness and Visionary Leaders, our whole wide team cleanse, right? We're having fun now. I just went and bought some cookies last night. I'm in the holiday season. But come January, we're going to want to kind of like pull things into a different state, right? And work on our cleansing and coming back and our goals and our new year, new you, right? Bring it into a healthy us, healthy you. So we're doing, Dana Schwartz and myself are leading the group team cleanse. It's going to be from January 11th to February 11th. So please go. We have a Facebook page, which is Healthy You 2020. Come join us on that page. That's where everything's going to be happening, and start to get ready. Get some free frankincense, ordering the products you need to bring in the new year with an incredible Healthy You cleanse. Okay. And I just wanted to do a quick shout out everyone who is in Portland. This is, again, is a Portland event, but we have a monthly Symphony of the Cells gathering. We're practicing, we're socializing together. It is this coming up Friday, December 6th. It is 7 to 9 p.m. and it's at the Opening to Life Center. So look on Essential Wellness for events to see it, and register at rosecabinet.eventbrite.com. And please come and join us. It's a wonderful event where we give and receive symphonies and we socialize a little bit.
This event is so lovely. I just want to say that if you're not in Portland and if you're a doTERRA leader, this is a wonderful thing to start doing in your community. And if you want to know more about that, you could reach out to Dr. Josie or Dr. Rose or Tracy Brown and connect with them about how they're running the sprint, or Ariana Harley. That's the crew that is in charge of this. So I'm just loving that we're doing this every month. It's such a great way to get the oils on people and give everybody an experience. So if you are in Portland, do join us. You do need to reserve your ticket beforehand, so please do so. And I believe that wraps everything up for our call today. So thank you all so much for joining us. Let's make it an incredible December. All the resources that we talked about can be found on the Essential Wellness page. I will be posting the information about the cleanse and the link to join the cleanse group shortly. So Dr. Josie, I'll see you at the Eco Trust tonight. Happy December, everybody, and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.